Here's what you missed. Hey cuties, PeachY here, welcome back to a new video, and in this video, that's right, it's that time of the month again where we do a doll recap for everything doll related happening in the previous month. This time, all about April. We're going over doll news, reveals, leaks, controversies, and what I bought as well in the month of April. So stay tuned, like, share, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell, hype this video, cuties. Consider becoming a channel member today. Link to join is down below if you're able to, of course, no pressure. And so you do not miss out when I post more content like this coming your way and keeping you up to date with all the dollty you love. But for now, let's get into it. Now, before all of that, I wanted to mention quickly that an icon has passed. Unfortunately, Kasey Jared Fernandez, or also known as Ew That Boy Doll on Instagram, it has been confirmed that he passed last December, and he was a legend in the Rainbow High community, in the doll community. He was responsible for so many amazing customs, and I believe he also just shared a lot of news updates and stuff. So like, he was just a really good person, but also just what a pillar in the Rainbow High community, especially. So this is very tragic. We don't have details of like what happened or why, or I'm not even like, I'm just going off of what I'm seeing here on the website. But yeah, I don't think anyone would lie about this. So this is very tragic, and we really lost a legend. Again, it was last December, so it's not recent, but still, like, I'm just finding this out, and it's, wow, this is crazy. So rest in peace, Kasey. We're gonna miss you so much. Now, the month of April started off with a bang. The official release of the fourth wave of Monster High Crew Productions was officially released in stores all around: Mattel Creations, Target, Amazon, Walmart, Smith's Toys as well. I think this release went much better than previous ones. There does seem to be much more stock and just availability in stores, especially in Smith's Toys, which is amazing. So let me know if you got any of these fab ghoulies. On the 7th of April, the official release happened for the new Barbie You Create Deluxe kits, including 3 dolls each. There were 2 kits, kits 4 and 5, continuing the kits from last year. And once again, with that continuation, we also got more wigs with these dolls, and basically all across the board, it was very divisive, this release. Some face sculpts look better, some look worse, some wigs look better, some look worse. And I think overall, just meh, and especially for the high price point of $100, not including shipping. What do you think? We had a first look at the upcoming new Monster High G3 playset potion reveal, including a Draculaura doll, 9 accessories, and a secret code for unboxing. Will be priced around $65, and this is unofficially a part of the Moonspell Magic line, even if it's not advertised on the packaging. This looks very fun. I will definitely be picking this up. A fake Monster High Collector Coraline doll has popped up, and does she look better than the officially released doll? Up to debate, I'm not sure, but she's definitely cheaper in quality. She does include a cat, surprisingly, just less details. It is interesting how the expression is so different and the makeup yet is still the same. I don't know, I feel like in some ways I actually like her hat, I actually like her face here, but obviously the quality is horrible. So yeah, overall, I still think the official release doll is better. We had a reveal, first look, and full release of the new LO Surprise plush reveal dolls, little keychain blind backs, mini tot dolls. Basically, first posted on the LinkedIn account of the MJ CEO, Isaac Larian. And then we got the full stock photos of all 6 here for this first wave. They're basically kind of like Labubus and Bratzies, but just for LOL Surprise. And they all feature a brand new face grading, face mold, and also expression, which will carry on with the future LOL Surprise releases also happening this year, including OMG dolls. Yes, you will be seeing OMG dolls with these expressions, which I am very excited for. There have been a couple of leaks of more tots with these expressions that are not in these plush bodies, but I'm not going to show them here because MGA hates my guts. So we're just going to wait. We're going to wait until they officially get revealed. But just know that there's definitely a lot of exciting stuff happening for LOL Surprise in 2026. The price for these blind boxes, by the way, are $16.99, I believe, and they do have accessories, clothing. Like, they're really cute, actually. And good thing, you actually get to know who you're buying. They're not really blind box. The ears stick out at the very top. So, what do you think? Buy or pass? Shared by user The Doll Edge on Instagram, we had a first real life look at the new upcoming Bratz Anniversary Collector doll with a new character debut here, Gaia, and she looks so good in person. I think officially she will be dropping sometime in May, which is very exciting. I think even just now today I saw that the Walmart listing was available for her, so very exciting. I'm waiting for her to be available on Amazon, but again, I think sometime May or just sometime in summer she should be dropping officially. What do you think of this lovely brand new, again, character called Gaia? Speaking of Bratz, these images came out of the official collaboration of Bratz and Be Free. I'm not sure what Be Free is, what type of company it is, organization. I have no clue, girl. But these images are clearly AI generated or enhanced by some means, because some of these expressions look so AI sloppish. It's crazy. So if this is legit and these are really like in approval with Bratz and MGA, I mean, come on now. This is bad. We now have an official release date of when the Barbie Miley Cyrus doll will be dropping. Apparently it will be around July 1st or July 2nd, shared here by A Plastic Tan. Also shared by them, we had confirmation of the release date for the new K-pop Demon Hunter dolls, including the singing and the Playline Core dolls. Apparently they will also be releasing sometime in July, although I wouldn't be surprised if they somehow drop earlier on Amazon listings in UK or Germany, or just somehow we get them earlier. I feel like this happens all the time. So maybe we might see some of these in-person pictures. But yes, we also had stock photos of the packaging for all of the 4 core dolls here. And of course, in my last video recap, I think I showed off the packaging for the golden singing dolls. Basically, they're just in gold and here they're in blue. I think overall they look amazing. I cannot wait to get all 4 of these core dolls. Will I be getting these singing dolls? I don't think I need to. I don't need to get them. I might get them if you really want me to review them, but I think I'm okay with the core dolls. These 4 just look so amazing. But what do you think of the finally they're releasing these K-pop Demon Hunter dolls? Remember the Barbie Atelier doll that was $300 and apparently sold out last month? Well, maybe not fully sold out, because there was available of 1 stock in the Mattel shop. So maybe she's still available and maybe they do have stock left and they're just waiting to sell her because they want to make her look like she's worth more than she really is. But also available at that store, apparently at some point in the last month, the Wicked Keepsake 2-pack and also Comic-Con Twilight. So it seems very very lucrative what the Mattel shop seems to sometimes carry for items that are apparently sold out but they have in stock. So yeah, maybe keep an eye on this Mattel shop if you live in the area. We had new real life pictures of the upcoming Monster High Collector Universal Monsters dolls here, including the Mummy, first ever, second ever Dracula, and second ever, and this time female, Frankenstein monster doll. So these are not going to be available until like fall, I don't think, and they're supposed to be priced around like $50 US. We do have a couple of comparison pictures here with Dracula and Frankenstein, so I think overall they look good. It's just the price point, I think, that's going to be the big deciding factor here. As long as they're not too expensive, I think for what they are, they're not inherently bad. They're just not high level like Collector. They're on the same level like Wednesday dolls, you know, maybe even less if we're being honest, because design-wise, I feel like they are very safe, but again, not inherently bad, just very cutesy. And I do think they will have a market for sure. I will get them, but I just hope they're not expensive. We had first real life looks at the new Monster High, a Potions Crystal Ball wave of the little figurines, including a Nephira and Caddy and Torlai, and a lot of figures here I think that have new poses and they look so cute. These were shared by Kaya Hart, and I guess they're going to be available very soon. They do seem to have like a numbered code on the tag, so if you're interested, definitely zoom in. But I think overall they're cute. I still don't collect these, but yeah. Received confirmation on the second Mariah Carey doll and what she's going to be wearing. Apparently it's her jumpsuit here with the white fur trim, and she's apparently also dropping officially in November sometime. So yeah, very exciting. I do have the first one that got released of Mariah Carey, and I love the red dress. So I am curious to see if they're going to change up the face screening or just the outfit. We have more information on the Skullactor Monster High Killer Clowns from Outer Space Shorty doll. Apparently she's going to be wearing a yellow jumpsuit with balloon animal shoes. She's going to have some boxing gloves in red as well. Her little bat or something like that. She's going to include a drink as well. Brand new face sculpt, 2 green pigtails and a little tuft of hair at the very top. So overall, this sounds like a very interesting design. She has accessories apparently, which is really cool. And I think she's releasing very soon, but more on that later in the video. We had a first real life look at the new upcoming Monsters Ultimate Secrets Series 8 Cabin Slaycation Claudine Wolf and Cupid Asteria dolls via We Are Toys. These were, again, real life pictures of the 2 dolls, and at first, these first impressions, you know, everyone went crazy for Cupid, and deservedly so. This is her second ever doll. But then, thanks to ScareSource, we also had more unboxed pictures of Cupid specifically, and we got comparison pictures of her as well next to the first G3 Cupid doll, which was released for the birthday line with Draculaura. The 2 Cupids do differ in quality and detail. The wings are less detailed on the second Cupid doll. The wings on the first Cupid doll are definitely more detailed. And then the legs also have a different finish to them. They're no longer like a gradient. They're just full-on black with the new Cupid. The face screenings are definitely different. I think the new Cupid looks better in the face department, but which do you prefer? The second wave of Self-Scare Secrets also started to get revealed in April. First up with a live reveal of Spectra, debuting a brand new side glance and, yes, unfortunately, polypropylene hair. But in many ways, I do think this new Spectra definitely is better. As Clarion was pictured at Coachella holding the Bratzies in front of the Barbie activation booth, and well, I mean, that pretty much sums it up, right? It's just, yeah, cool. It really feels like that's become his whole shtick. Bratzies. I get it, but like, you know, new stock photo image of the packaging for the upcoming Barbie deluxe style kind of deluxe set here, including removable and exchangeable hands with different poses. Really cute here. I do think this will do very well, if only just because of those new hand sculpts. Like, those are really cool, and I hope they do many more. Exciting news, as we are now confirmed to be getting a Bratz collaboration with the iconic movie The Craft. Nancy will be receiving an individual release for $60 while Sarah, Bonnie, and Rochelle are going to be available in a 3-pack purchasable at $120 releasing sometime later this year. So yeah, not much more details, but this is very exciting indeed. Just a very iconic collaboration, I think. Wild Childz returned with a couple of updates finally after what feels like way too long, but with the wrong kind of news. So apparently listings were found on Walmart, and on those listings, stock photos were found that apparently were also made with AI generation. So these are fake images, clearly. But we do have a couple of mock-ups that also seem to look like the new packaging for the dolls, which would include Ping, Zari, and Chazelle. Seems like the other character, Tasha, I believe the tiger character, will not be included in this first wave of Walmart available core dolls for Wild Childz. But this is very exciting nonetheless, because it does tell us that they are finally releasing indeed in 2026. New doll alert! The original creator of Rainbow High, but you know, he doesn't work there anymore, or MGA, revealed to us a new doll line he's been working on over at Zuru Toys called Minnie, and this is the world's smallest fashion doll. She is fully articulated with double jointed knees, and she's very small. She's like, she's a little bit taller than like a Lego minifigure, but she's very, very small. She's like palm sized basically, and she still has so much detail. There's apparently like 9 to collect, a chase variant as well. The tops do seem to be like plastic, but the bottoms are fabric, and so many accessories that are also so miniature, cats, smoothies, like jewelry. Like, these dolls have rooted hair and so much detail that I feel like we don't ever really get with Barbie. So kind of insane how small they are, yet how detailed they are. So available right now, they're only in New Zealand, but they should be available later this year as well. So get excited for these brand new cuties. Again, smallest ever fashion dolls in the world. So this is going to be huge, ironically. We had a first look at the new Dia de Muertos collector doll coming this year in October. She seems to be themed around roses and like a red like dress overall. This is going to be, again, the Dia de Muertos collector doll for this year, kind of similar to how last year it was the La Llorona doll. So I'm very interested in the theme specifically for this release. Kiyomi is returning, y'all. It's been confirmed with her trademark being renewed that a new Kiyomi doll is going to be on the horizon very soon. That now confirms that Kiyomi and Elizabeth will be returning in doll form very soon in the next coming years, whether that be in G1 or G3 or maybe even both. It's not clear, but I just know I am very excited for whatever they have in store with these two returning characters. What do you think? And speaking of returning ghouls, the River Styx collector doll was officially revealed, priced around $90 US, and the fan club member drop happened on April 27th. And the public drop was on April 28th. She was definitely a really quick sellout. Interestingly enough, the member drop she was more available for the member drop. I think she sold out in a couple of hours, but on the public drop, she did sell out very quickly, unfortunately. So that means that once again, a collector release gone wrong. Hopefully Mattel sees the demand and they perhaps do a kind of restock similar to Scara and the Aliens collector, which I also have news on that very soon. Stay tuned. But this River Styx doll is definitely very stunning, and I cannot wait to see her in person myself. I was able to get her, thankfully, yes. And I hear the hourglass actually functions, which is so cool. Later on in April, we also had the unboxed real-life pictures of Claudine from Skulltimate Secrets Series 8, and thanks to user Draculector, they also posed these two new Series 8 dolls next to the other previous dolls from the Destination line, and they look all so amazing. I do think they're gonna probably continue with this like kind of destination travel theme, and every series from now on will be a different kind of like location. Finally, some Rainbow High updates, as we have confirmation of the fall line being called Pretty in Paris, including Kaya Hart, Bella, Violet, and Skylar. And with this line, we actually recently also just got leaks of Kaya, Bella, and all of Skylar, and what they're gonna look like, kind of. Essentially, it is kind of like Parisian chic. They do include dogs as well, it seems like. We also had a first look at Amaya, like babysitting. Like, what? Whose baby did she steal? I don't know whatever's happening with Rainbow High, it's troubling. Like, what? Babysitting sets? Are we for real right now? It's okay. Anyway, I'm not going to show them here because, again, MJ hates my guts. So I'm just going to wait until they're officially revealed, and then we shall talk all the tea on those brand new Rainbow High dolls and how absurd they are and whose baby that is. Whose baby is that, Amaya? Whose baby is that? Tell us. We had finalized new stock photos for the last wave of Wicked movie dolls coming later this year, including two brand new core dolls of Glinda and Elphaba, and then we also had two gimmick dolls with color-changing features for Elphaba and Glinda as well. Of course, we're also getting Fiyero, but I showed his pictures already in the last video. I think overall, yeah, they look good. Yeah, not much to say, honestly. I mean, they're cute. Will I get them? Probably not. Will I get them on sale? Maybe for the new face sculpt, but I think it's, I'm okay with Wicked movie dolls like ending. It feels like they just, if they're not going to give us dolls of like all the characters that we actually want them to make dolls of, then yeah, I'm okay. I'm okay with this. We had a first look at this year's new Barbie Dream House, and it looks okay. I mean, apparently they hit it in trade shows. Like, okay, I mean, it doesn't look really interesting. It looks very basic. It looks like just a facade basically with different furniture pieces, and I mean, again, are we surprised? No, it looks fine. Exciting first look here at the new upcoming Disney Princess manga anime dolls of Jasmine, Snow White, and Ariel. These are priced around $32 I believe, and they're going to be releasing very soon. And they do include stands, which is such a major thing for me. I'm so happy to include stands. To me, that makes them definitely like collector level really, yeah, levels them up for sure. The fact they include stands, and they have inset eyes. They have, I think, mostly brand new sculpting on the body, on the head. They have these really nice details on their clothing. Like, are you kidding me? I'm very excited for this new line of manga Disney Princess dolls, but what do you think? We had an exciting first look finally reveal at the upcoming Collector Pride 2-pack, including first ever Spelden doll and second ever Kieran Valentine doll. These two monsters are dropping very soon around Pride month. They're going to be priced around $55 and they include diaries, doll stands in unique colors. They have packaging very reminiscent to original G1 Monster High packaging from way back when in 2010. They don't include pets. Unfortunately, I feel like that would have been the cherry on top, you know, but they do have many accessories as well, like little like for chemistry stuff, you know. It's very cute. Goggles, roses as well. It's adorable, honestly. I cannot wait. They look so good. I'm very, very excited. And we do have news on this release as well later, so stay tuned. The second reveal to happen for Self-Scare Secrets Wave 2 was Cleo here. And wow, she looks amazing with those little leg warmers, and her accessories are very focused around makeup and even like pottery. So very adorable. Full reveal of the upcoming new wave of Barbie Deluxe style here. This is the fourth wave, I believe. Crazy. And once again, we're going back to Barbie core here, but with hints of black. I think overall these four look really good. Again, I think they're the strongest when they're doing Barbie core. Even Millie looks decent. Todd Holland, the director of the two Monster High live action movies, revealed in an Instagram reel the script for what would have been the third Monster High live action movie, which would have also included a brand new part for a character called River, which would have been River Styx in G3. I guess we'll never know what she would have looked like, or maybe she will be introduced in a doll form very soon. Then after we got the whole listing reveal with the AI generated pictures for the Wild Childz dolls, the Wild Childz official Instagram account shared that there was going to be a limited edition pre-order window for the Ping doll that will be more deluxe than the core version that's going to be sold at Walmart. This deluxe version of Ping will include her tie, real lashes, second outfit, more accessories apparently, and a doll stand and brush as well, unlike with the core Walmart version, which will not have any of these additional features. So the pre-order basically went as well as you can imagine. It was a first ever on the website, like of this magnitude, and it was the first drop Wild Childz ever had ever. Like, so this was a very big deal. Unfortunately, scalpers kind of seemed to mess it up. I'm not really sure, but apparently there was one specific user on Instagram who shared that they had purchased 50 of her. Apparently that was fake. So I'm not even sure what to believe anymore because there was in fact a eBay listing where you could see 3 people had already bought from a seller for this Ping doll. And I don't think you can really fake eBay listings because you cannot control what other people buy. So I do think that listing was real, but it got taken down, I think. So even if the buying 50 of her was fake, I do think there were still plenty of scalpers who unfortunately did buy a lot of these Ping dolls, and they exploited this whole thing because there was no item limit per person. There was no limit. So basically you could buy 50 of her. You could buy so many of her. It was legal. It was allowed. And she sold out in a couple of minutes. A lot of people obviously were not very happy with this. Also, in addition to the whole scalper thing, the links were very confusing. So yeah, it was just not a very good drop. But I do think Wild Childz in this note on Instagram, they acknowledged that it wasn't perfect and they say they will try to do better. So let's hope for better releases in the future and also available to international fans, please. Huge update for Hyde Universe. They announced that Bill Greening will be doing some consulting work for their brand in the future. This is so exciting. Bill Greening is responsible for so many amazing projects and doll releases for Barbie and Mattel. So him working on Hyde really solidifies to me that Hyde Universe will be an amazing doll brand one day. So fingers crossed. April 25th, we had the official release of the new Masters of the Universe dolls based on the new upcoming live action movie. We got Ken as as He-Man with a brand new face sculpt for the, to imitate the actor, Nicholas Galitzine, I believe. And then we had a new Barbie as Tila, also with a brand new face sculpt in the likeness of Camila Mendes. So these two dolls are available right now on all major retailers. I do think He-Man is selling out quite quickly on some websites, which is very good news, because that does mean that Mattel will see that there is demand for boy dolls, for Ken dolls with good quality. So hopefully, fingers crossed, they do see that demand. I have ordered mine on Mattel Creations, and I cannot wait to have them. I will be doing a review on these two plus She-Ra very soon. Oh, and I think these two dolls were designed by Stone Percatino, so very good work, Stone. We had new stock photos for the upcoming Monster High Claudine Wolf Scare Du Salon playset with an exclusive doll and brand new furniture pieces. Also, little furniture piece so you can do a pedicure. What? So cute. I think this is a really cute little playset. Even Claudine herself is so cute. She's got a really cute little I don't know, like cardigan on, the fur trim, love it. Her hair is super curly and apparently it's saran, so lovely to see that. And I guess this is releasing very soon. Probably going to be priced around, I don't know, $30 per, yeah, probably. And the last reveal for Self-Scare Secrets Wave 2 was Frankie, and they seem to have a lot of objects, little accessories here that are pertaining to hair dye. They even include a second pair of hands that are like black gloves with some little dye paint on the fingertips. That is so cute. They even have a gaming console that looks like a Nintendo Switch, and the little handles come off. What? This is so cute. We had a first look at the concept art for the upcoming new Potion Minis Little Fights series, including Skeleta. We also had a first look at the new Little Fights Halloween series, including 4 dolls, 4 mini dolls here, which are Frankie, Ghoulia, Draculaura, and Claudine, all sporting little Halloween themed costumes. Especially for Frankie, the expression definitely calls back to the expression from the movie, from the classical Frankenstein movie. So this is very fun, although I wonder why only 4 characters. I feel like Cleo would fit in really well here. Laguna, finally, yes. We also had the stock photos revealed for Skulltimate Secrets Series 8, both again Claudine and Cupid. I think overall this series might be a bit less good than the Series 7, just because I feel like you're not getting a lot of options here. Like, you get 1 top, 1 jacket, and then like 2 skirts. So I wish they would have included pants, maybe like a second top. To me, it feels like there's a bit of a limit on what you can do here. But I do like the face greetings. I like the hair. The boots are really nice. Just overall, I do think it is a bit of a step down, I think, right? What do you think? Likewise, we also had the full stock photo reveal for Self-Scare Secrets Wave 2, once again including Spectra, Cleo, and Frankie Stein. I think this wave is definitely much stronger than the first wave. Just all of the accessories, the inclusion of leg warmers / socks for Spectra, although it is interesting how she's the only one to have socks and the other 2 do not have socks. I wonder what made them decide this way to give Spectra socks, because originally she was supposed to have leg warmers as well. I love the face greetings overall. The only downside here really is that they all have polypropylene hair. That really sucks. We had a first look at the upcoming Monster High Skulltimate Secrets Ultimate Skulltimate Draculaura Playset doll, and this is very exciting. We don't have pictures of the actual doll yet, but we can kind of get an image of what she includes, how many pieces, how many accessories. Also, apparently she includes a pair of wings here that look an awful similar to her wings that she had in the G1 Ghouls Rule series. So maybe that's just a Easter egg, a little throwback, but I do love that detail. That's really fun. I think the outfits I see here look really good. I'm not excited about having to be stuck with yet another plastic coffin here that I really cannot use. It does look kind of like not big enough to really store a lot in it. So yeah, let's see. But I think this is really exciting and good looking so far. And apparently some of the River Styx orders are already getting shipped out, because thanks to Allison Gator here, we have real life pictures of River Styx here already, and thankfully they unboxed her and she looks really good in person, it seems. But they did also take off her clothing, and it does reveal to us that unfortunately there is no full-on skeleton in the body sculpt. It is just made mainly purple in the torso area, but we do have some bone details in the arms, hands, and then the thighs and legs and feet also have the bone details, but again, not in the torso. I kind of feel like maybe if they couldn't add the skeleton in the torso, just make it solid purple. Why make it translucent purple? I don't know. But I still do like the details of the skeleton parts we can't see underneath the body type. So that's nice. But yeah, overall, I do think I'm a little bit disappointed that they didn't push the envelope when it comes to a full-on, body modification here with this doll, especially because she is so expensive. Bratz launched a collaboration with Eyelure London to give us 4 pairs of eyelashes, but also for your dolls. So you can, these eyelash sets include also a pair for your doll, which are smaller. So I think this is such a cute idea. Creator of Monster High, Garrett Sander, announced that he's going to be working at Jakks Pacific, and he just had his first day apparently. So he's working on lots of interesting, juicy, perhaps new doll lines, and some of which might be even horror related, so might be scary doll lines, as we can see here with the trademarks that are pending. So yeah, I feel like he's gonna have so much fun, hopefully at Jakks Pacific. Hopefully he's gonna be valued there, and because obviously he's responsible for a lot of success with Monster High alone. So yeah, I can't wait to see what he cooks up with Jakks Pacific. We had a shocking restock for Skeletor Alien on Mattel Creations UK website, which happened out of nowhere, and it still managed to sell out within half an hour. Now, this is good this is both good and bad. It's good because it shows that Mattel is willing to do restocks on Skeletor dolls, but it's bad because if they don't let people know in advance, how is anyone supposed to be able to get her? So yeah, Mattel, don't be messy, let your fans know, okay? It seems that the Ariel doll from the new Disney Princess Sparkling Princess line is already available early on Amazon UK, meaning that this line might be officially releasing very soon in May. Then we had a first look at the new limited edition Padme Amidala doll from Star Wars universe coming to Disney Store and also Disney parks. She looks amazing. Wow, I haven't seen a Star Wars movies in a long time, but I mean, this outfit looks gorgeous. The face sculpt is brand new in the likeness of Natalie Portman, obviously. And if she's not too expensive and if she's not too hard to get, I would like to get her, but I really don't collect Disney Store 17-inch dolls, but she's really pretty. I have to say, she's really, something about her is very ethereal, very magical, very fairy-like, Then we had confirmation we are getting a Skeletor collaboration with the codename OB. Will be released this year. What could OB be an abbreviation for? So yeah, very interesting, very curious. I'm not sure what this could be. Let me know what you think this could be down below because I'm lost. And finally, yes, let's get into what's coming up in the month of May regarding Mattel Creations releases. On May 15th, we have the Killer Clowns from Outer Space Shorty doll. It has been confirmed that is what it will be for May 15th. But then we also have a release on May 28th. And that hasn't been confirmed, but it is assumed that will be the release date for the Pride 2-pack with Spelden and Valentine. I do think that is very likely, and I hope that is true because then that would mean that both releases, Shorty, Killer Clowns, and also the Pride 2-pack would be available in a wide release, and these would not be only available on Mattel Creations. So yeah, that would be exciting. I do think this is going to be a really big month for Monster High in May. As for Barbie releases on Mattel Creations, we've only got one lined up, which is on May 22nd, and so far this seems to be the release for all 3 of the new Fashion Week dolls, which would be 50 each, so around 150 for all 3 of them. But again, this is not confirmed. This is just a guess from users like A Plastic Town on Instagram, but I do think once again this is very likely to be the case. First things first, when it comes to April, I received Dana finally, who I bought back in February, and now she completes the Barbie and the Rockers reproduction line for me. I think they look so amazing together. I will be making an unboxing video on these girls sometime soon. Just I don't know when, and but they look amazing. What do you think? So fabulous. They're so expensive, but they are really just so fun and very nostalgic to me, even though I wasn't alive back then. Now, when it comes to things I actually bought in April, we got the Bratz Charms dolls. As you can see, I already unboxed them as well. Their review is live right now on my channel if you are interested. Basically, I think these are super cute and definitely worth it. And then we have the Barbie Wonder Woman doll, and if you've been keeping up with some of my videos, you might have noticed I was never able to get her. I was complaining. So finally, I'm super glad to get her, to have her in my hands. I did have to pay a little bit more for her on Amazon UK for some reason. I'm not sure why. Even import fees, additional import fees. I know, it's just crazy. I really should have just gotten her when I had the chance on Mattel Creations, but for some reason I didn't. I thought she would be in stock longer, but no, she sold out. People really like this doll. So I am just happy to have her now finally, and I am definitely going to be doing a video on her. I'm just not sure when, because if I do a video on her, it's not just going to be by herself. It would be probably with other dolls mixed in it to make it a bit more worthwhile. But what do you think of this gorgeous new Barbie Wonder Woman doll? And definitely, I do think they're going to have to make a Catwoman doll next. Perhaps, you know, even a new Supergirl doll. But of course, we are also getting a Supergirl doll by Barbie based on the new movie actually coming out later this year. So that's very exciting. Other things I bought in the month of April. Here we got a haul of Miraculous Ladybug dolls. These are all the ones by Playmates recently released. I think the dragon one here is the newest one. Vesperia is also newer, but also older. Of course, we got Cat Noir, Ladybug, who came out way back when, like a couple years ago. And then I think the Purple Tigress is also newer, but then we also have the Bunnix, and she is, I think, also older. Why did I get all these dolls? Well, I recently saw that they're going to be rebooting the Miraculous dolls, and I saw the new picture of the Ladybug doll here. I believe she's going to be made by Playmates as well, or Bandai. I think it's a different company now that they're doing the dolls. I'm not sure, but basically they're getting a new look. So that's why I kind of remembered my love for Miraculous. And these are not expensive. These are kind of like around 15, 20 on Amazon. So I decided to get them before they would be gone for good. And I actually already have a couple of Miraculous Ladybug dolls. I have the original Rena Rouge. Rena, is that her? What's her name? The fox one. She's Alia, the character. And then I also have the older Cat Noir doll, and then also Queen Bee, who's Chloe. Yeah. So I do have a couple of Ladybug dolls, Miraculous dolls, and I figured, hey, why not just complete the collection? I am missing a couple of variants for like Ladybug and like different costumes, but I really wanted to focus on getting the dolls here of especially different characters, you know, not just Ladybug in different costumes, because that to me is boring. So I really wanted to get just the all new characters here, and that's why here we go. So if you want me to do a big unboxing video doing all 6 here in one go, let me know, because I kind of stopped watching Miraculous a long time ago. I used to be a big fan, but I kind of dropped off. Yeah, just I couldn't keep up. It became too repetitive. I think it became too much of the same, and so it kind of lost interest to me. It became a bit messy, but again, I'm gonna be making a video on these sooner or later, but just let me know if you want to see me make a video as soon as possible. I don't know. I do think they look so good. Yeah, what do you think? And actually in the same order, like with the Miraculous haul, I got the Yummyland new mini Peeps dolls as well. These are super cute, and we do have confirmation that we are in fact getting another Yummyland mini doll this year, so perhaps there is still hope for Yummyland yet, and they're not getting discontinued. And I did buy more stuff in April, but it hasn't arrived yet, so I guess stay tuned for the next month where I will show you what that was that I ordered in April but hasn't arrived yet. Hopefully I can show you then. And that does it for the doll recap of the month of April. Sorry for the really weird upload time. Stuff happened. I just couldn't, yeah. Stuff happens, life happens. So I hope you all still enjoyed this video, and let me know what you think of all of these reveals, news, tea, leaks of your favorite doll brands, and what are you most excited for coming in the month of May. I hope you all enjoyed, and let me know what you think down below. Leave a like, share, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell, consider becoming a channel member today. Link to join is down below if you're able to, of course, to support that channel. That way, no pressure, and so you do not miss out when I post more content like this coming your way and keeping you up to date with all the doll tea you love. Thank you also to all my currently subscribed members. I see you all, and I appreciate you so much. Stay safe, be kind. I hope this next time stay peachy. Kisses.